Hi everyone, this is Val from Valia Craft Studio, and I've got some journals that I want to show you. I'm offering all of these for sale, and I'm just going to do a real quick flick through so you can kind of get the gist of what I've got. That one's a little bit different, so I'll put it aside. Now these three are all Botanic, and I'm sorry I can't pan out any more than that because that's as far as it goes. So anyway, so these are all the Botanic ones that I've done. Okay, so mostly I do my journals about 9 inches by 6 inches, which I think is about 225 by 150 millimetres. And that's my standard, but the other two are a little bit larger because I felt they needed a little bit extra space. So I've made them, I think they're not 150 wide, they're 169, 165, 166, so they're, and in inches that's like, this is 9 by 6 and this is 9 by 6.5. So there's two like that. But that's not my normal style of making. Usually I do like this one. So I'll quickly go through this one first. And it's got my own designs in it and on the back. And it's tied with this beautiful seam binding. A little bit of lace down the bottom and a little gold flower on a bowl pin. So it's going to be a real quick flick through because I want to try and get all three on the one video. So it might be too much of an ask. So here I've just paper clipped a little envelope, a double envelope. Something can be put in there too, and I will add something. I just don't have anything handy right now. And a note from the bookmaker and this book belongs to. It can be stuck in the cover if you wish. And I just put that on there on that page with a paper clip. I might add a bit of lace or something off the edge or another charm. So I do that. So there's a lot of pockets and tuck spots, but there's a lot of writing space as well. And I've got some, Botanics stuck through it. This is one of my new styles of pockets. I love this because you can load it up with a lot of stuff. Oh, there's another this book belongs to. Perhaps I got it carried away there. I'll put that in there, so they're at the beginning. This might have been the first pocket in the book, so put it there. Anyway, so that could be loaded even further if you wished. So that's my new style. I call them a ladder. Did I already tell you that? All right, let's move on quickly. Lots of writing space, music paper. Another one of the pockets I've made a lot of, and I make these out of the window face envelope. And I like to have something pretty in the pocket, so so that you can see something of interest. And at the back I've got one of these accordion letter card things, which is something else I've started making. So you'll see a variety of papers, different kind of pockets, and lots of ephemera in them. Middle of the first signature, and that's a book out of Edith Holden book. Sorry, it is a page out of Edith Holden book. Sometimes I think the more you try to hurry, the more you're going to muck it up. And here I've just made a little paper bag kind of pocket there. It's actually not paper bag, I've made it out of baking paper, but brown paper. Brown? Yeah. You know what I make it out of? It's like Glad Bake, but I've got the brown one. It's eco paper. So it's like baking paper, but it's eco one. I'll show you, just 1 second. So it's this, brown baking paper. I just got that from the supermarket, and I just make it into little baggies. Put them in the journals. Some of these are my own designs, and I can clearly see that some are other people's. I try to mingle them. Quite often, if I buy a kit, which I buy a lot of digis, I make my own, but I buy a lot as well. And if I don't... if I kind of think something would enhance it a little better, or I like a different colour scheme, or I want to introduce a different element, like a different image or something, then I'll make some to complement the kit. And that's what I've done here. So, yeah, another one of those little paper bags. More Edith Holden pages. So all of my journals have 3 signatures, and they all end up with about 100 pages at least, because I put 15 sheets, 10 to 15 sheets in every signature. So yeah, 100 would be the minimum, but some of them get up to about 180 pages. They get a bit hard. Oh, here's a bit of a flip up. I like this. Look at that. Bit of writing space under there, and a little tuck spot up there on that, like that flip up there. Lots of pockets. That's a double pocket. Got a little pocket at the front as well as one at the back. And it's another one of the pockets that I've made with the layers on it. I like the loaded pockets, so you get a lot of the ephemera in 1 or 2 pages instead of spreading it throughout the journal. And that means that you can leave a lot of writing space, but you've still got plenty of ephemera. So that's kind of what I want to do. Just a little bit of stenciling there. I haven't put anything in the middle, but if someone wanted to, they could put butterflies or hearts on a string or something if they buy it. But sometimes I just leave them hanging. I like them like that. So like you can see, lots and lots, bit of a belly band there. And that's the end of that one. So we'll call that one Botanical number 1. I'll put that one aside. So this is one of the slightly bigger ones. This is the 9.5 inches, sorry, 6.5 inches by 9 inches, which I think is about 225 by nearly 170. And it's quite big, but it's similar, and it's using similar kind of elements, but I added more of my own stuff in here, and I went a bit crazy with putting field notes and nature studies and things on the side of the page, and I think it was very effective. I like it. And here you've got your note from the bookmaker and your this book belongs to in the front cover, which works. You've got a little believe. I think there was one on the front too. The front's got a little gold key. You can't see it, it's not in frame. It's got a little gold key down the bottom there. And this one's got a believe, a button and a believe label on the hanging off the side. It's really terrible that you can't see all this. This is another little idea that I had where I take a journaling card and I back it onto paper so it actually forms the corner. So see how that works? And you've got all that extra writing space on it as well, and then it just folds behind the journaling card. And this here, this little butterfly turns to open up the flap of this one for this envelope, and there's a card in there with bird's eggs on it. And the little butterfly just turns around to close it. I think that's cute. Quite pleased with that. Just a bit of extra writing space there, and as you can see, lots of paper. These ones I've used, I've put in these, I kind of like doing this, I put in like these tab pieces as well. So they're quite decorative in their own right, but they create a tab. And then I've put pockets and stuff on both sides. Oh, no, I didn't put it on that side, but I'm going to put it on that side. No, there'll be one on the other side of it as well. I'm trying to rush, and I don't think I'm making much sense, but hopefully you'll get the gist of what I've done here. And that's just a little collage I've put on that card there. Some of them are digital collaging, but that's a real one. That's a textural collage. Again, just tied in a bow in the middle. There's nothing dangling. That's really beautiful, that. That's a Happy Mail. I think I might have got that from Karen Munro. She sent me such a gorgeous lot of stuff in a Happy Mail. I was really over the moon with what she sent me, and that's one of the things that she said. Another butterfly that turns around, and that's just got a little bit of handmade paper in there with a stamp on it. I like how those butterflies just turn. So this is a concealed paper clip. So you can't see it on either side, so it's sort of got a tuck under there and a tuck under that one there. And see, I lied because there's not a pocket on here like I thought there was. I think this was just too pretty to cover up, to put a pocket there, so I just did the altered paper clip to have a tuck spot. And I've got a multi-pocketed arrangement here with a side tuck there, a little tuck spot there, a bigger one at the back with well, what are we in there? Just a bit of writing paper. Lots of pockets. I like to put lots of things in a few pockets rather than have a pocket on every page, because I just like to leave lots of writing space. There's another one of the pockets I'm making out of the window face envelopes. I kind of like those. Sometimes I leave this loose so it's a tuck spot as well, and I actually did do that. Let me get my little box of ephemera and I'll put something in there now while I'm thinking of it. I have no idea what I've got in here, honestly. It's just amazing. I think I'll put one of those. No, it's a bit similar. Oops, that one. I'll just put that one in there. So you can kind of see, this is my little box of all the handmade tags, tickets, pockets, envelopes, scrappies, paper clips. They're all a big box like this. And there's more. I haven't put them all away yet. I made some while I was away and I haven't put them away. So let's carry on. So here we go. That's another one of those. No, it's not. I've just used a piece of cardstock and put 3 pockets on it just to cover up text that was not relevant to my book. And so yeah, you've got a lot of loaded pockets there. So beautiful images in this book, and as I say, I made that kit, so of course I think so. And I've just, you know, sort of did a bit of embellishing on this little belly band here. I had fun making this one. I tried some different things. I kind of had quite a big spell away from journaling because, you know, I had a back operation and then I just couldn't get back to it. I just lost my mojo when I was not well and I couldn't get it back. And yeah, eventually it did come back and I'm doing okay. But I make things a bit differently now. I've kind of like changed, just slightly different, a little bit more, not so uniform. I kind of like it a little bit more with the edges all different and things poking out. And I love these tab things, which is something new that I've just tried. And so, you know, I reinvented the way I journal, I guess. Another one of those. Big pocket chuck spot there with those, and I just love those, so made a few of those. I'll probably make a tutorial about those because I know there's lots of people make tutorials about stuff like that, but I think I'll do something a little bit unique, so I might be making some tutorials about the things that I do in my journals. Another little card I've just collaged with some mushroom stuff. And this is something I put in most of my digi-kits. I like to make these file folder things and very patterned and to go with the journal. So, and they can be used either as a pocket or they can be used as an insert in a pocket. So they're pretty versatile, I find. And here we've got another little heart there on that little ball pin on the side. And this is a flip out, so that flips out and you've got a belly band and a little card behind there. And hidden underneath it is another one of those baggies with a couple of tags in there. So I love the flip ups, the flip outs, you know, and all that kind of stuff. I love things that are a bit, I know, interactive. So some of the stuff I'm making now that haven't made it into a journal yet are similar. So you'll see them in future journals when I get rid of this lot and I can start something new. I don't know exactly how many pages there are in this one, but I suspect there's a few more than 100. Be 120 or something, I'm thinking. And as I say, lots of tuck spots and tags and things in those as well. And again, another one of those little tabbed pieces of cardstock that I've put in here, and I've got this pocket here with a few things stuffed in there. And another file folder, heart joinery, which is gorgeous. Gorgeous stuff. And another one of those. I think I tried to put only 2 in those journals, but unless I'm getting confused with the previous journal I showed you, there's more than 2 in this one. And this is beautiful lace that I put some on the side. And here we've got a button and a tiny little gold key. See, the button's orange. You can't see that really well. Sorry, I can't pan out any further. And that's the end of this one, which we will call Botanical number 2. And then quickly, if we've still got time, we'll do the third one. So this one again is slightly larger, which is the 225 by about 170, or 9 inches by about 6.5. And it's got a little bowl pin with Believe on it, a little Believe sign on the bottom of it there. And again, it's tied with seam binding, which I do that with nearly all these journals. I will branch out and do some different stuff soon, I promise, but that's where I'm at the moment. So I'll put a little pocket on the front, and in there we've got the note from the bookmaker, the little this book belongs to, in case you want to stick that inside the cover, or even it could be stuck down here somewhere if you wanted it to, and also a tag. And again, it uses my own images on this one. And there's another one of those window face envelopes turned into, that might help a bit, into a pocket there. And of course, I make some tuck spots on the front of it as well with that. And here I've done another one of those where I use a journaling card and just back that with some, just stick it on the bottom corner and fold that behind it. So that creates quite a lot more journaling space just by doing it like that. And I think it looks really cute as well. That's just an envelope there that I've sewn in to the signature, and it's got a card in there for a butterfly. Again, lots of writing space, but also quite a few pockets, loaded pockets with ephemera. A double pocket there. Another one of those cardstock tabbed inserts, and a little pocket on the back of that one with a few elements in there. I think there's about 6 things in there. I've just got some sticker paper. Like, I've got the clear stuff, and I've also got the stuff that's not clear, and it's interesting the difference, and that's just one of the clear stickers, so I'm having fun with those. I had a bit of a disaster with my machine to cut them, but apart from that, I'll get back to doing that. I might have to redo all my images though, because they all got lost. I went in there and I'd saved it, but everything was gone, so I've got to start again. Not to worry. There's another one of them up the top there. That's a little bird's nest with some eggs in it. I just love the images in this one. I just love the botanical stuff. Oh, well, I thought it was a bit stuck. Yeah, and that's another little pocket that I've made, and it's loaded up with quite a few tags. I'm not sure. I think that might be Edith Holden, but no, I had another nature book as well. And again, I think Karen Munro sent me that, and they were not Edith Holden, but a very similar thing with lots of nature images in them. So some of them made it into this book. And I've just used here. I've just put a panel of cardstock here and left it open as a belly band, and then put a couple of little pockets on it as well. So no, you're not a pocket, or if you are, you haven't got anything in there. There, that's better. So yeah, so you've got some tuck spots there, and then behind I've just got a little envelope that's handmade, and it's just got a card in there. So like I say, field notes and, you know, this kind of stuff, you know, the book plate kind of images and all this kind of stuff which I created for this journal. And yeah, go a bit crazy with these things when I decide I like something. Another little envelope I've handmade with a little card in there, and I've just paper clipped that on the side. I mean, usually I like to paper clip with something on them, you know, an altered paper clip, which I could do. I've still got some of those, I've got plenty made. Or just tie a bit of lace there on that, so you can't see. Just tie a bit of lace in the loop there, or put a bulb pin with a charm on it. So I might go through and do a few of those. So there could be, I'll tell you, if you buy these journals, you will get more. You won't get less. What you see here, you will definitely get, and I'll probably add some stuff, like a few more charms and, you know, tie some lace on it. There might be a few little extras. When I send you the journal, there might be a little envelope with some extra stuff in it, because I've got plenty. Another one of those little brown bags that I spoke of before. And there's one of my stickers of an owl. Another piece of cardstock making a tabbed divider type of thing, which is something I kind of got a bit carried away with. So all these botanic journals have them, but some of the others might not. So I just love that. I just love that. With the labels that I've sort of put on, field label and field notes, and I just love it. I just love the designs. I hope you like them too. I hope you like the botanic kind of stuff, because I've done 3 journals in a similar vein, and I've also got some more printed art which will be for sale as well. Oh, here, this is interesting. So here what I've done, I've made a little, I suppose you'd call an envelope, with the top on it that folds down, and this little card just keeps it closed, and then behind it is a tuck spot, because I've just stuck it down onto the thing. So I'll make more of those, because I thought that was cute. Kind of forgot about that, so sometimes I think you need to go through your journals and see what you did make. And this is something else I went a bit crazy making these as well. It's called like a faux slide, and so yeah, but what I did, I actually made them so that they flip over a page. You see I've got this flap on the back, which just clips on the edge of the paper, like so. And it kind of like sticks out from the journal too, which is, as I said, is the kind of look I'm going for at the moment, like a tab sticking out the side. And at the back, it can be a tuck spot there as well. So I had these bingo cards that I got from, well, from Bingo, from my friends at Bingo, and I used those as the base to put some pockets on. So yeah, and then I've just embellished it with some nature stuff like mushrooms and stuff. And there's could have a few more things in there. I'll probably put a couple extra in because that's not a real lot. And I got a box full. And here we go. Here's an altered paper clip, a concealed paper clip. So you can't see the paper clip on either side. And there's nothing behind that one either. So let's just put some stuff in there. It's good to have a box of them sitting at the ready, I can tell you. How about that one? Yeah, that looks all right. And then, so yeah, so here again we've got another, this is another kind of the pockets that I make. I kind of really like to have a great deal of variety. Okay, what happened here? Oh, that's all right. Sometimes I just get a little bit tight. And this one I think I want a bigger tag at the back, so I think that one, it's quite a thick one. That one's quite pretty, but I'll have to, no, I'll do that one instead. So I'll put that one at the back of there, so yeah. So there you go, that one would have been too big actually, given that it's glued down on both sides. So yeah, and lots of papers and lots of writing paper as well. And here I've just made a little scrappy notebook, which I like making with the fabric and the lace up the top. Just goes in there, another little tuck spot there. Another little flip up. I didn't do it at the top of the page on this one. I did it in the middle, and I think it still works okay. So we've got a tuck spot there, and this is a pull down. So you've got more writing space when you pull that down as well under that flip up. Sorry, look, it's just too big. I can't zoom in any further. I'll have to sit the camera on something higher to get a bit of perspective. Look how gorgeous that is. I think that's beautiful. Just gorgeous in that nature journal. And this is some of the stuff that Karen Munro sent me as well, I believe. She was so very generous with her happy mail. I wasn't the only one to get some too, so the other people who got it, we all know what I'm talking about. Just amazing, amazing generosity. Which I will pay forward. I've got some happy mail to send out shortly. So you'll recognise as I go through the kind of pockets that I like to have. And I kind of do repeat them a little bit. Now these ones are made with the other part of that window face envelope. So I cut off this piece, leaving the other part to make the window face envelope pocket. And this one, I put a little panel on the front and have the pocket there and the pocket there. So yeah, so I think they look quite effective as well. And they're suitable for this kind of thing where you just want a small pocket because you've only got that half page. And on the back, this is something else. I think Karen sent me this as well. It's tiny. I'm going to make some of these because it's too cute. I'll have to take the dimensions before I send this journal off to its new owner. So yeah, it's just this really, really cute little like CD envelope with a little window face in it. How gorgeous is that? I could make those. I've got all the stuff. Another one of my ladder pockets, so I can load that one up with a lot of stuff, as you can see. So that's kind of how I like it to be. And look, if somebody didn't like it all stuck on the one page like this, you could reduce some of the stuff in the loaded pockets and put more pockets on. It's not that hard to do if that's what you choose to do. And another one of the little baggy ones. With a couple of tucks there as well. And another pocket there that's pretty loaded up. And there we are, we come to the second one. And let's call that Botanical number 3. So look, that will do for now. I think 3 journals on one video is pretty optimistic that people will stay watching to the end. And I hope it didn't put you off that it wasn't in frame for quite a bit of the time. And I hope anyone interested in these journals got a good enough look at what is on offer. if not, please let me know and I'll try again to do a video of the specific one you might be interested in. But for now, thank you so much for looking and hope to hear from you soon. Bye.